My name's Lee, and good morning again. Welcome to One More Thing Conference 2013. I'm the founder of MudMap and Campy. We're an iOS development company that caters for an outdoor recreational audience. So we make products that help people, go camping, go explore the outdoors, that type of stuff. And one of the reasons, I really enjoy coming to these conferences because I was walking outside before the conference started and I saw all of you guys all lined up, outside, ready to hear some great ideas and ready to hear some great ideas, and that really kind of got me thinking of, how come all these strangers, we can be here today? What brings us here? So we'll come to that a little bit later. What I want to talk about today is I want to share an idea that I kind of came across. The idea is by Simon Sinek, and it's this idea about the theory is called the Golden Circle. And, is that it? So what this idea really kind of, this idea explores the reason why we do what we do. And it turns out that, this idea also explains what makes companies great and what makes leaders great. So let's take Apple as an example. Why is it that, Apple's just a computer company, right? And what makes them unique? What makes them different? Why are they so innovative year after year? They have the same access to the same people, the same staff, and also the same media. So how come they can make products that amaze and delight customers where their competitions fail? And it turns out that there's a really simple idea that explains all this, and all the great leaders and the great companies actually follow the same pattern. So let me just put up this graph here. So this is an illustration of the Golden Circle idea. So let me just walk you through these terms here. So at the core of it, it explains how there's three layers to the idea. It starts out with the outer layer, which is the what, and let me define that. So the what is about everyone and every company in the world knows what they do. So you might be a computer company, you make phones, you make cars, and that's all great. Some of them, and this is the how, actually know how they do it. So what this means is, how are you different to your competitor? What makes your products better? And that could be something like, for example, we make a great car. It has, good fuel economy. It's designed well, and all that type of stuff. And then why they're doing it. What's the purpose of your company? Why do you exist? And, what makes you get out of bed every day? And why should anyone care about this? So let's have another example and listen to, most of us, we basically communicate from the outside in. We start with the what, and we go into the circle, and that's how we communicate, because the what is really easy to understand. It makes a lot of sense, it's logical to us. But what's inside the why, and the why is really fuzzy, so it's much harder to communicate. So let's take a look at Apple again, or let's take a look at a computer company, any computer company, and how they deliver their marketing message. So what we do is we make computers, and how we do that is, we make them well designed and they're easy to use. And do you want to buy one? And that doesn't really inspire anyone to buy a computer. Who cares? Everyone, all your competitors make good products. They're fast, they're well designed, and everyone says they're easy to use. So let's kind of spin this around and see what happens when you deliver a message coming from the inside out. Communicate that why. So, what Apple does is that they communicate, what they believe. So their marketing message actually sounds like this. Yeah, so, sorry, just lost my train of thought. So their marketing message actually sounds like this. We believe in challenging the status quo. We believe in thinking differently. And how we achieve that is that we make products that are well designed and they're easy to use. We just happen to make great computers. See how that's completely different in the way that it communicates, in the way you feel. Now everyone in this room is ready to buy a product from Apple because you share the same belief that the company does. You're buying the product for yourself. You're buying the reason why they're doing it, not what they do. So let me bring this back to a personal experience of mine. When I started MudMap, I wanted to make a product that was a mapping product, to help people, go hiking and navigate off-road. So basically for 2 years, I ran my company, making a product, building up features that basically, what I thought was a product that was easy to use, well polished, and offers a good user experience. And it turns out that, we did quite well, but no one was really excited about it. We weren't lighting the world on fire. And after I came across this idea and really internalised it, I sat down and really thought about what we do as a company. So, when you think about, going hiking, going camping, what that is, it's a group of people, it's a community of people that enjoy exploring the outdoors. So at the heart of what the company does is that, we're about building communities. We're about connecting people with similar interests. We're about making tools that let them enjoy the outdoors and have more fun. So, and once I came to that realisation, it kind of changed the entire way that it was everything to the company. It dictated everything that we did, from the people that we hire, the staff that we have, to how we communicate, our marketing, to the type of users that we were attracting. So, in terms of building a great team, before it was about hiring people that had good experience, that were talented, but they were coming to work every day. And we would sit down at a table, at the start of the week and say, hey, look, well, what great features can we build this week? So we work some out and they go away and build it and they go home. They were kind of working for the paycheck. They were delivering good features, but, they didn't really believe in what they did. And the product showed, not all of our customers were engaged. It was kind of like, okay, yeah, there's another feature, so what? Once I started communicating what our company is about, we're actually building products that help the community, have more fun. And, what our team kind of got around that message, and everyone started thinking differently. Rather than, coming to work to build features, they're coming to work to solve problems. Well, how can we do this better? How can we help people have more fun? How can we help the community connect with each other? So what I noticed was that, our developers and our marketers, they were kind of, because they understood the reason why the company exists, they were really passionate about solving problems. So all these great ideas started happening. They would, call me up at 10 o'clock at night and say, hey, I just had this great idea about a feature that we should do, and it's going to really help the community in this way. And that's how this is kind of, we're still going through a transition stage with my company, but once everyone in the company understood the vision and why we existed, everyone kind of rallied together. Everyone was, there was a common cause, there was a common problem. It's not that, I'm a coder and I just write code, or I'm a designer and, I make some great graphics and, I'm marketing this and I need to, get the word out there. Everyone knew what we were about. And again, understanding why you do what you do really kind of helps. Yeah. So understanding why you do what you do really kind of helps with everything that you're going to do. And another example of this would be, for example, when you're communicating with the media. So before, when we used to add features and release updates in our product, we would send out press releases, and the message of the press release is, hey, look, here are some new features that we added, and this is how they benefit our users. And, the media kind of got these press releases, and we didn't really get a great response. In their mind, it's kind of like, well, who cares? It's another app that has new features, nothing new. So, so what we did was we changed it up a little bit, and, we started communicating with the media. Well, why should you care, and why should your readers care about our company? And we really kind of, we told them why, because, what we're doing is we're basically building this great product that brings people together, that have similar interests, that, helps people having fun. And it's about the community and how the community is really kind of coming together and making a difference in this industry. So what we noticed was that there was a big difference in the type of response we got. All of a sudden, we had the media, getting in touch with us, saying, "Hey, well, how can you share some stories about how the community has, banded together, added more data, helped each other out, and all that type of stuff." So, we got some really great write-ups in key industry magazines, websites, and things like that. And that was just one of the first features that we rolled out. And so that was a big difference. We noticed a big difference in the way that everyone responds to the type of message that you're delivering. And the third thing that we noticed was when you believe in something and you communicate that belief, you attract others with the same belief as well, right? And when people share the same belief that you have, they're more willing to go out there and spread this cause. They really kind of believe it's not about your product and why this product is great because of features X, Y, and Z, but you're really attracting the innovators, the early adopters that they can understand the features, but they're not trying out your product or evangelizing your product because it has features X, Y, and Z. They're doing it for themselves. They want to be first. They believe in what you're selling. They are going to go tell their friends about it because it's what they are seen in their peer group as one of these innovators, and they discover great new things, and this is one of the ways that they're doing it. So they're really doing it for yourself. And come back to it, everyone, well, not everyone, but most of you guys in the room have probably, stood outside an Apple shop when a new iPhone launches for 6 hours, right? And the reason why we do that is not because it's not just because the iPhone is technically a great product or any reason like that. We do that because we kind of believe in what the iPhone stands for. And that's why we stand in line for 6 hours, waiting for the launch of the phone when we can, otherwise we can just walk in the store the next week and, grab it off the shelf. So in the end, I kind of basically changed the way I operated my company and found that, if you can really kind of communicate, work out what you believe, communicate that well to your audience, that you're going to attract like-minded people. You're going to attract people that, you're going to attract employees that, come in not just because they need a job or they need to get paid, but, people that come in because they really love what they do. They really believe that I'm here to solve a problem and I'm going to do that to the best of my abilities. So overall, this is basically, this is a common trait between all great leaders. So they're communicating their belief. You know, it's like Martin Luther King. He was a great leader in the civil rights movement, and his speech was he gave the I had a dream. Thank you. He gave the I had a dream speech, not I had a planned speech. So that comes back to what I was talking about at the start of my speech, which is why are we all here today in this room? And I think that what brings us here is that even though we're all individuals and we're different, we share a set of common beliefs and a set of common values as well. And that belief is that we can all make a difference in this world. So when you leave here tonight, one of the things you can do is think about what you believe in and, work out what you believe in and so what you believe in and why you get up every day. Yeah, thank you.